Everyone wants mastery, but few are willing to train their mind for it. In a world full of distractions, most people seek quick fixes and easy paths. But the truth is, real power comes from discipline, focus, and patience. The mind is like water. It must be trained to flow, not resist. If you do not control your thoughts, they will control you. Your greatest enemy is not outside, it is within. Defeat it, and you will become unstoppable. This is not about motivation, it is about transformation. If you are ready to reprogram your mind to think, train, and live like a warrior, then let's begin. 1. Empty your cup. If you want to learn, first, you must empty your cup. Imagine pouring tea into a cup that is already full. It overflows, and nothing new can enter. The same is true for your mind. If you believe you already know everything, how can you grow? Let go of your ego, your assumptions, and your old ways of thinking. Only when your mind is open can you receive new knowledge and truly understand. Many people hold on to their past beliefs, even when they no longer serve them. They resist new ideas because they fear change. But to evolve, you must be willing to unlearn. Forget what is useless, keep what is useful, and always be ready to learn more. A rigid mind is like a rock, it breaks under pressure. A flexible mind is like water, it flows and adapts. Which one will you choose? True wisdom comes from an open mind. Approach life like a beginner, always curious, always willing to learn. When you empty your cup, you create space for growth, for wisdom, for greatness. Do not let pride or fear stop you. Empty your mind and you will be ready to receive the knowledge that will shape your future. 2. Be like water. Water is the most powerful force in nature, yet it moves without resistance. It flows around obstacles, never fighting, never stopping. When you strike it, it does not break. When you try to hold it, it slips through your fingers. This is how the mind must be: flexible, adaptable, and always in motion. When life presents challenges, do not resist them. Instead, adjust, adapt, and move forward. Many people become rigid in their thinking. They hold on to their fears, their doubts, and their old ways, refusing to change. But when you resist life, you create struggle. Water does not argue with the rocks in its path. It flows around them, shaping the landscape over time. Strength is not about brute force. It is about knowing when to yield and when to push forward. Learn to move with life, not against it. To be like water is to embrace change. Do not fear the unknown. Do not cling to what is comfortable. Flow into new experiences with confidence. When water is poured into a cup, it becomes the cup. When it is poured into a river, it becomes the river. Be the same. Adapt to every situation, every challenge, every moment. When you learn to move freely without resistance, nothing in life can hold you back. 3. What you think, you become. Your mind is the foundation of everything you do. Every thought you allow into your mind shapes your reality. If you fill your mind with doubt, fear, and negativity, your actions will reflect that. You will hesitate, you will second-guess yourself, and you will hold back from reaching your full potential. But if you train your mind to think with confidence, strength, and purpose, you will act with certainty. You will move forward without hesitation, and nothing will be able to stop you. Many people do not realize that their thoughts are like seeds. Whatever you plant in your mind will grow. If you constantly tell yourself that you are not good enough, that success is impossible, or that you are too weak to change, those beliefs will take root and shape your life. But if you plant the seeds of self-belief, discipline, and determination, your actions will follow. Just as a strong tree begins as a small seed, greatness begins with a single thought. Your mind is always listening. Every time you speak negatively about yourself, you are giving power to those words. You must guard your thoughts as you would guard your home. You would not allow a thief to walk in and take what is yours, so why allow negative thoughts to steal your confidence and ambition? Train your mind the way a warrior trains his body. Replace weak thoughts with strong ones. Replace doubt with action. Replace fear with courage. The more you practice, the stronger your mind will become. Do not let the outside world dictate how you think. Many people allow their circumstances to control their mindset. They believe they are limited by where they come from, what others say about them, or what they have failed at in the past. But your past does not define you. Your thoughts do. If you see yourself as a victim, you will remain one. If you see yourself as someone who can rise above any challenge, then you will. The world outside will always change, but what matters is the world inside your mind. Everything you wish to become starts in your thoughts. If you want to be strong, think strong. If you want to be fearless, train your mind to reject fear. Do not wait for confidence to come from the outside. Create it within yourself. Just as a sculptor shapes a block of stone into something beautiful, you must shape your mind into something powerful. This is not easy, but nothing worth having ever is. Every day, you must choose to think in a way that moves you closer to who you want to be. You are the master of your mind. No one else can think for you. No one else can choose your thoughts. Every great achievement, every moment of success, every act of greatness begins in the mind. Choose your thoughts carefully because they will become your words. Your words will become your actions. Your actions will become your habits, and your habits will become your destiny. If you want to change your life, do not start with your circumstances. Start with your mind. Because what you think, you become. 4. Embrace daily discipline. Discipline is the foundation of all success. Without it, talent is wasted and potential remains unrealized. Many people wait for motivation to take action, but motivation is temporary. It comes and goes like the wind. Discipline, on the other hand, is solid, unshakable. It is the force that pushes you to train when you are tired, to work when you don't feel like it, and to keep going even when progress seems invisible. If you rely only on motivation, you will never reach your true potential. But if you build discipline, you will succeed in anything you pursue. Greatness is not achieved in a single moment. It is built through small daily efforts. Every day that you practice, you improve. Every time you train, you strengthen your body and mind. A warrior does not prepare only when battle is near. He sharpens his sword every day. In life, your mind and body are your weapons, and discipline is the sharpening stone. Do not wait for the right time, the perfect moment, or an easier path. The time is now. Discipline means showing up, no matter how you feel, no matter the obstacles in your way. Many people look at successful individuals and think they were born gifted, that they were lucky, or that they had an advantage. But the truth is, success is built on the daily choices no one sees. When you see a fighter win in the ring, you are witnessing the result of countless hours of training when no one was watching. When you see a master perform with ease, you do not see the years of struggle, failure, and relentless practice that made them great. This is the power of discipline. It transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary. Discipline is not a burden. It is a path to freedom. The more disciplined you become, the more control you gain over your life. Without discipline, you are a slave to distractions, emotions, and weaknesses. You will waste time, lose focus, and struggle to achieve your goals. But with discipline, you own your time. You take control of your actions. You move with purpose and direction. When you develop the habit of discipline, you no longer need to force yourself to do what must be done. It becomes second nature. The hardest part of discipline is the beginning. At first, your mind will resist, your body will feel tired, and your excuses will try to stop you. But the more you push through, the easier it becomes. Strength is built through repetition. If you train your mind to commit, to stay consistent, to keep going even when it is hard, discipline will no longer feel like a struggle. It will become part of who you are. This is the secret that separates those who succeed from those who only dream. The disciplined person does not rely on luck or talent. They create their own success through daily effort. If you truly want to master yourself, embrace discipline in all areas of life. Train your body with movement, train your mind with knowledge, and train your spirit with patience. There is no shortcut, no easy way. The path of discipline is difficult, but it leads to true strength, real mastery, and lasting success. Ask yourself, are you willing to do the work even when no one is watching? Will you commit to the process, even when the results are not immediate? If you answer yes, then you are already on the path to greatness. Keep moving forward, one disciplined step at a time. 5. Turn obstacles into fuel. Every challenge you face is an opportunity in disguise. Most people see obstacles as barriers, as something that stops them from reaching their goals. But a true warrior does not complain about difficulties. He welcomes them. Why? Because struggle is what makes you stronger. A blade that is never tested will never be sharp. A body that is never pushed will never grow powerful. Your obstacles are not there to stop you. They are there to forge you into something greater. When you encounter difficulties, you have two choices. Let them break you or let them build you. Many people give up when things get hard because they expect life to be easy. But ease does not create champions. The strongest minds are forged through adversity. When life challenges you, do not ask, "Why is this happening to me?" Instead, ask, "What can I learn from this? How can I grow?" Every setback carries a lesson. Every failure is a stepping stone. The way you view obstacles determines whether you rise or fall. Fear and doubt grow in the face of difficulty, but so does strength if you let it. Many people become trapped in their own thoughts, believing they cannot overcome the hardships in front of them. But an obstacle is only as big as you allow it to be. When you refuse to back down, when you push forward despite the difficulty, you take control of your own destiny. No challenge is stronger than a mind that refuses to quit. Train yourself to see struggle as fuel, and nothing will be able to stop you. Look at the greatest fighters, thinkers, and leaders throughout history. None of them had an easy path. They faced rejection, failure, and hardship, but they did not allow these things to define them. Instead, they used their struggles to become stronger, smarter, and more determined. This is the secret of those who succeed. They do not run from obstacles, they use them. Just as fire hardens steel, struggle refines the mind. Without difficulty, there is no growth. Without resistance, there is no progress. Some of the strongest people in the world were once the weakest. Some of the greatest successes came from the deepest failures. The difference is that these people refused to be defeated. They took every setback as a lesson, every challenge as training. If you want to be strong, stop wishing for an easy life. Instead, develop the mindset that turns every obstacle into an advantage. When others see a wall, you must see a way over it, under it, around it, or through it. There is always a way forward. If you understand this, then nothing can hold you back. Obstacles will come, that is certain, but when they do, you will not fear them. You will face them with confidence, knowing that every difficulty is shaping you into something greater. Do not run from struggle. Do not hide from hardship. Welcome them, use them, and let them fuel your journey. The strongest warriors are not those who never face battles, but those who learn to win them. Train your mind to see every challenge as a gift, and you will become unstoppable. 6. Train both mind and body. Strength is not just physical, it is mental. A powerful body without a disciplined mind is like a weapon with no direction, and a sharp mind trapped in a weak body lacks the endurance to carry out its purpose. True mastery comes when the mind and body work together in harmony. If you train only one, you leave yourself vulnerable. But if you develop both, you become unstoppable. Your body is the vehicle through which you experience the world. If it is weak, if it is slow, if it lacks energy, your mind will also suffer. You will feel tired, distracted, and unable to push through challenges. That is why physical training is not just about muscles. It is about resilience, endurance, and control. The stronger your body, the more capable you become. The more disciplined you are in your training, the more disciplined you will be in your thinking. The two are connected. But strength without wisdom is dangerous. A powerful body controlled by an undisciplined mind leads to reckless action. Training your mind is just as important as training your body. This means sharpening your focus, learning to control your emotions, and strengthening your willpower. The mind must be trained to stay calm under pressure, to adapt to change, and to keep pushing forward even when it wants to stop. A trained mind makes intelligent decisions, and an intelligent fighter always has the advantage. Many people separate the two. They train the body but neglect the mind, or they fill their mind with knowledge but ignore their physical health. But a true warrior understands that both are essential. When the body is strong, the mind has endurance. When the mind is sharp, the body has direction. Train both, and you will find balance. Ignore one, and you will always struggle. Training both mind and body is not just about physical power or intelligence. It is about discipline. It is about learning to push through discomfort, to embrace struggle, and to become stronger every day. Your body must be challenged to grow, just as your mind must be tested to gain wisdom. The path to mastery is built through consistent effort in both areas. When you push your body past its limits, your mind learns endurance. When you sharpen your mind, your body follows with purpose. Together, they create true strength. Do not let your body become weak, and do not let your mind become dull. Train both with the same intensity. Learn, practice, and grow every single day. When your mind and body work as one, you will move with confidence, think with clarity, and act with purpose. This is the path of the true warrior. Train hard, stay focused, and become the strongest version of yourself. 7. Defeat your inner enemy. The greatest battle you will ever fight is not against an opponent. It is against yourself. Many people think their enemies are outside of them, but the truth is, the biggest obstacle to success is within. It is the voice of doubt that tells you that you are not good enough. It is the fear that holds you back from taking risks. It is the weakness that makes you give up when things get hard. If you do not conquer this enemy, it will control your life. Your mind is like a battlefield. On one side is strength, confidence, and discipline. On the other side is fear, hesitation, and laziness. Every decision you make determines which side wins. When you choose to push forward, to train, to grow, you are feeding the warrior within. But when you give in to excuses, to distractions, to self-doubt, you are letting your inner enemy take over. The question is, who will you allow to win? Most people are unaware of how much control their thoughts have over their lives. They let their fears decide their actions. They listen to the voice that says, "You're not ready. You're not strong enough. You will fail." But the mind can be trained just like the body. You do not have to accept these thoughts as truth. You can reject them. You can replace them with thoughts of strength and resilience. The more you fight against self-doubt, the weaker it becomes. One of the greatest weapons against the inner enemy is action. Fear thrives in hesitation. The longer you wait, the stronger your doubts become. But when you take action, even a small step, you weaken your inner enemy. Train yourself to move forward even when you feel fear. Face challenges head on. Do not wait for the perfect moment. There is no perfect moment. The only way to overcome fear is to confront it. Another way to defeat your inner enemy is through discipline. Weakness comes when you let your emotions control you. If you only act when you feel motivated, you will never achieve greatness. Train yourself to do what must be done, whether you feel like it or not. Every day, push yourself a little further. Discipline is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. The more disciplined you become, the weaker your inner enemy gets. Self-doubt and fear are natural, but they do not have to control you. Every great fighter, thinker, and leader has felt fear at some point. The difference is that they did not let it stop them. They used it as fuel. When doubt enters your mind, do not shrink back. Use it as a challenge. Prove it wrong. Show yourself that you are stronger than your fears. Every time you push through, you gain more power over your inner enemy. Victory over the inner enemy does not come in a single moment. It is a daily battle. Some days you will win, some days you will struggle. But what matters is that you keep fighting. Do not expect perfection, expect progress. Every time you refuse to quit, you are one step closer to mastery. Over time, your inner enemy will grow weaker and your true strength will emerge. This is the path of the warrior. The only thing standing between you and your full potential is the battle within. If you master your mind, nothing will be impossible. If you train your thoughts as fiercely as you train your body, you will become unstoppable. Look in the mirror, not with doubt, but with determination. Your enemy is not out there. It is inside. And the good news is, you have the power to defeat it. The choice is yours. Will you fight, or will you surrender? Your mind is your greatest weapon. Train it well. Remember, the key to mastery is not in seeking shortcuts, but in embracing discipline. Be like water, adapt, flow, and never resist the challenges life throws at you. Every thought you entertain shapes your destiny. Control your mind, and you control your life. But knowledge alone is not enough. Action is the bridge between learning and transformation. The question is, will you take the first step? Will you train your mind as fiercely as you train your body? The path to greatness is not easy, but it is worth it. Now go forward, train your mind, master your thoughts, and become unstoppable. If this video inspired you, make sure to subscribe for more Bruce Lee wisdom. Remember, true strength starts from within. See you in the next one.